Well, good morning. Thanks for joining Your News Arizona. I'm Jonathan Alexander reporting this morning. I'd like to introduce you guys to my co host, Julie D. And we've got our new talk show that's starting. It's going to be Jonathan and Julie D in the morning, and we'll be broadcasting 10 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time each morning. Would you like to introduce yourself, Julie?
Yes, absolutely. Hi, Jonathan. So great to see you. And thank you so much for this opportunity to chat and bring everything we're learning to light. So thanks so much. I'm really excited to be here. I'm coming at you from the heart of the country. I am in the Kansas City metro area currently. And I am a U.S. Air Force veteran. I was in the Kansas and Virginia Air National Guards for Desert Shield. And my unit was the first over for Desert Shield before it became Desert Storm. We were the first air refuelers before the active duty guys showed up. So I'm a veteran. I have been working with the vet center for a while. I went back and finally started accepting and collecting, not really collecting anything. When you're in guard status, you don't really get many benefits on the outside unless you retired from there, and I did not. I served from 89 to 93. But just I became over the pandemic, I became much more patriotic and really started embracing more what was going on in the communities and what kind of messes we as a country have been in. And it has been very challenging for me to look at what's really happening behind the scenes in our own backyards when it comes to all these different governmental and political entities. And so I started doing a lot of different research and I have found a lot of different things. So I consider myself an investigative reporter and a citizen journalist, as it would be. And so throughout the pandemic, I've gone on a whole bunch of different folks' truther podcasts, as it be known, and would share different things that I had
Right.
learned about the communities that we've been working with, the governmental entities. I've learned about the NGOs, the non-governmental organizations. And I've been following the money and I've been following the corruption, and it's everywhere. And so I am very, very um, loud, for lack of a better word. But I've been really wanting to sound the alarm even more. And so I am just thrilled and honored to be here with you and the opportunity to do so. And at the same time, while I have been uh, an advocate for the truth to come out, I'm also what a lot of people would identify as a healer. I'm a certified massage therapist, have been doing that for over 20 years. But along the way, I have found other technologies that assist and support our overall health, and it doesn't have anything to do with Western medicine. And so I'm all about getting people off of their meds, hopefully. And I am not a doctor, nor would I ever pretend to be one, because in my mind, they're not. They're not for us, okay? They're
Absolutely
for
not.
profit.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm thrilled to be here. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to visit with you and educate everybody about something called the Sheepdog Impact Assistance. And I've recently found them, and so I'm excited to share with you guys what I've learned, and yeah, looking forward to it. So thank you. That's my intro.
Well, looking forward to you sharing that with our audience here this morning. What's your thoughts, Julie, on our government shutdown right now going on?
Well, how many days are we in? 37, I think. Is it?
Yes, I believe.
36, 37. Um, I believe that it needed to happen in order for us to show a bigger stage how corrupt the whole system has been when it comes to these food stamps. I know people that are on the SNAP program and they need
Right.
it. And I know that they have been told, oh, you make $16 too much a month. You don't get anything. Or they'll only get, $116, $17, whatever, for two kids. And then I find out that people that aren't even American citizens have been receiving over 50% of the SNAP benefits. And they've been receiving them at a level of thousands of dollars per month. And I don't believe that that is right.
Sorry
I
about
don't.
that.
That's okay. People are going to call in. So I don't believe that that's right. I don't believe that the system that they have set up currently has been effective for what it was intended to be. And I myself have used SNAP benefits in the past, and it's always supposed to be a temporary thing. And I was able to make it so. And so I believe it's a nice big spotlight on the caca that's been happening in this
Right.
program. So yeah.
This morning, I'm going to share with the audience a little bit from Speaker Johnson, real quick, and what he had to say this morning about all this stuff going on, and let the people have an idea of what's being done and said.
Well, good morning, everyone. Joining us this morning for the latest updates, we have some members of the Republican Governance Group, one of our most active caucuses on the Republican side. These are folks among our friends and colleagues, the most productive, most dedicated, most effective members because they are people who work every day on solutions for the greatest challenges facing our country. And Carlos Jimenez is with us, and Blake Moore, and Julie Fedorchik, and Gabe Evans. Beth Van Dyne may be joining us. I think she had a flight delay. But they've been out in their districts working very hard to help their constituents navigate through the chaos that's been created by the Democrat shutdown. And if you're keeping count, this is day 37. 37. It seems unbelievable to us that we've gone this long. It is officially and shamefully the longest shutdown in U.S. history. Republicans feel very helpless about the situation because, as we've noted, there is really nothing for us to negotiate. We sent them a clean CR, as you know, back in September 19th. We passed it out of the House. It feels like a lifetime ago. But that was a nonpartisan measure. It was 24 pages in length. It has no Republican priorities on it at all. It was merely the status quo to keep the lights on so that the members of Congress and the Republican and Democrat Party could work together to finish the government funding appropriations process. And the Democrats tried to turn that into a game. Now, we're gonna give you the latest updates on that and where we think this is headed. But I just first want to address in a bit more detail the current state of our politics. It has been very interesting to us to see all the pundits trying to spin the results of the election on Tuesday. I just want to point out some simple facts here, and as usual, I try to be concise and give you the highlights here. But there's some things that we really need to point out. First, there were no surprises on Tuesday night, okay? You had blue states and blue cities that voted blue, to the alarm of no one, to the surprise of no one. That was what was expected. It just so happened that New York and New Jersey and Virginia were the states that were in the national spotlight on Tuesday. If the tables had been turned and if the calendar had been different and you had 3 red states, we'd have an entirely different narrative that you all would be writing about. Don't lose the simple facts. Second, the big headline that everyone is writing about appropriately is that the future of the Democrats was set in New York City. A 34-year-old Marxist is now the leader of the Democratic Party, and it is a very dangerous road for them to go down. I want to say this because a lot's been said about the Mamdani campaign. It is very easy to run and win as a socialist, right? All you do is promise everything to everyone for free. What a great message that is. Boy, that really resonates for people who don't study history. And while you're making all those promises, you hope that they never realize the trap that you're actually setting, the impossibility of fulfilling your fantastical claims and dreams, and the extreme danger and chaos that would result if you ever could. When you run as a socialist, you have to hope that.
You know, Julie, I want to pause that right there. One of my concerns about this, 9/11, 2001 is what, 24 years ago. Um, how the American people have forgotten and how they could possibly vote somebody, a Muslim, into office. Not to sound all racist, I got a lot of hate mail after my last night's broadcast because I brought this up. In my opinion, I know what happened on 9/11. I know it was a government demolition on the World Trade Centers. A lot of
Yes.
people disagree with me and say, this was terrorists that did it to our country. I've been working with Richard Gage. He's 9/11. He's
Yep.
a architect, a very famous architect. Him and a
Yes.
group of architects have exposed it. They're dealing with the government right now on that matter.
Good. Yes.
And it sounds like they're reopening an investigation on 9/11 now. Richard and his team have come up with so much evidence about what really occurred on 9/11 that
Mm-hmm.
it's indisputable.
Yep.
Not to mention, a lot of people didn't even know about the World Trade Center number. I think it was number 7.
Number
I mean,
7 held all the
number.
financial records. Yes,
Yep,
sir. Yep.
and number 7 never even got hit by a plane, and it went down identically to the other 2 trade centers.
Exactly. Yep.
I mean, it's a
Yes.
no-brainer. It's like, oops, we forgot to have a plane hit it.
Right.
One of
Right.
the things, and I don't think they forgot. I think what ended up happening is the one plane that crashed out in the field that day, the other one that hit just right on the outer perimeter of the Pentagon there, to where it didn't destroy it. But it's a no-brainer. I think one of those planes was meant for Building 7 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Richard Gage and his team believe that as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was reaching out to my audience, just kind of getting a feel from them and what they thought on that matter as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's more people that believe this was government-controlled demolition than there's people that believe these were terrorists on 9/11.
Agreed. And do you know what was supposed to happen right before that took place? So I believe it was September 9th or the 10th. Donald Rumsfeld stood in front of the microphone and he said, "Sorry, folks, we've lost like $3.2 trillion. We have no idea where it is." Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what was supposed to, and then they bring down number 7, the tower. Well, what was supposed to happen was the Federal Reserve was getting ready to be sucked down, and we were supposed to go to gold and silver-backed assets back then.
Right.
Now, the time before that was when, and we were supposed to be, and there was already paperwork in play by, at the time, President Kennedy, in play for us to be on the silverbacked assets. And signed, sealed, and delivered, and then they shot him.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cover up when we have these big events that happen. It's
Yeah.
very curious.
Well, I was doing that broadcast here about a week ago. I had several people email me asking me, "Why are you guys bringing up 9/11? That's 24 years ago."
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and my answer to them is, "Why not? Why would
Right.
you, if you've got the evidence to hold this corrupt government accountable for what they did?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not bring it up? I don't care if it was 100 years later. The point
Exactly.
is, the point
Yeah,
is, people need to be held accountable. I
that's
mean, you look
exactly
at how many thousands of Americans lost their lives that day.
that's
You
right.
look at the amount of military personnel that lost their lives going to war.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like last night, I brought up about the Muslim getting elected in New York for mayor. Here's the thing: people don't quite comprehend this. When 9/11 happened, right off the bat, when we engaged in war, they promised America 100-year war. That's what they promised America. Um, if you guys know anything about the Islam religion, Muslims, whatever, they are taught to lie to us, to deceive us, to gain our trust, being their enemy. That's what they are taught to do.
Yes.
And then they attack us after
Mm-hmm.
we trust them.
Right.
And that's my concern for New York City. And last night's broadcast got me some hate mail for saying that. But I call black black, white white. Look at
Mm-hmm.
the reality. Um, Again, here we've got a Muslim mayor now in charge in New York City. I mean, of course he's going to lie to the American people
Mm-hmm.
and get them
Well,
to trust them. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a very bad outcome for New York City.
mm-hmm.
And this is my concern for America because this isn't just happening in New York. This is happening in Michigan, other
Mm-hmm.
states as well, to
That's
where
right.
they're trying to take complete control of our cities, and it's city by city by city. Next thing you know, it's going to be state by state by state.
And
Um,
we just had that happen here in Kansas. There was a mayor that's been a mayor for a while at a smaller town, and it was less than 1,000 in the town, so it was like 687 people population. This mayor, while he's not in considered an illegal alien, he's not doesn't have the full citizen status where he has the right ability to maintain the position that he's in now. And so Chris Kobach has filed something against him recently. I can't recall which city it is, but again, it just popped up in the news in the last two in this last week, and he's bringing to point that this gentleman shouldn't be the mayor to begin with because of
right,
his status. And in my research, what I found too is that the Congress has already been fully infiltrated. We have over, I believe it's like 288 representatives that hold dual citizenship between
right,
us and Israel. Why?
yeah,
Why? How is that allowed? And so the point too that you're making, I think, too, with the whole 9/11 thing, to hold them accountable. Why? Because after 9/11, what happened immediately? Boom, Patriot Act.
right,
Everything changed. Well, they do these things in order to keep us under wrap, right? And
yeah,
oh, let's create this big diversion. Let's create this big whatever. And we're going to come save the day. Governments are going to come save the day. No. And we've been losing rights. We've left and right, and privacy. That's the other thing, and our sovereignty. And
right.
it's just been continuation since 9/11, and I know it's been going on longer than that, but yeah, let's just start there.
Julie, I'm going to share with our viewing audience if they would like to get in on this conversation or they've got their thoughts or whatever. I'm going to share the number for our studio,
Sure.
and you guys can call into the studio if you choose to and talk about this with us. And I just posted that out there to you guys. In the
Okay,
studio
great.
phone numbers, area code 928-385-4738. Sorry, I'm a little raspy still today. Um, but either way, we'd love to hear from you guys, your thoughts on this matter as well. If you guys want to call in, feel free to call in. But
Great.
yeah, Julie, this is just a problem that we're seeing all across this country right now. There's just so much corruption going on. I
Mhm.
mean, then these Democrats, they're out protesting these No Kings events. We're witnessing our border patrol agents, ICE agents getting assaulted, our journalists out in the field are being assaulted left and right,
Mhm.
and they want all of us silenced. They don't want these kind of broadcasts like what's going on here today with us. They don't
Right.
want this out there on social media. They don't
Mhm.
want it. They don't want the truth getting out.
Correct.
And I noticed Facebook lately has been really trying to censor me. I've got some of my crowd that's been saying that you're being censored. We're even getting messages from Facebook. You sure you want to continue to follow this guy? Blah blah blah.
Wow.
And I've got several messages that I could share. If my
Mm.
I'll have to ask my people that send me these messages if I can relay their messages online. But
Well,
either
that's
way,
curious. That's curious that you're experiencing censorship at the same time that I know a lot of folks that had their YouTube channels completely taken away 5 years ago are getting them back right now.
yeah, yeah.
And so,
And so
very
far,
curious.
YouTube has left me alone so far. Thank
That's
God.
good. That's good.
Um,
Yeah.
and I just got my channel up and running on Rumble. So if you guys are on Rumble, you can go to Your News Arizona right on Rumble. Watch our broadcast. This is actually being broadcasted live to Rumble, YouTube, Facebook,
Hmm.
and it's soon going to be on. Hold on one second. I've got somebody asking me a question here.
Okay. Like, let's see that.
Yeah, I am on YouTube. So pull it up under Your News Arizona. Sorry, I was letting somebody know that.
Great.
Um, but either way, this has been for me. This is so important to be out in the field, getting the truth out to people. What's really important to me as well is like when we're down on the border, we're doing live border coverage. We don't film and then broadcast later. We report it live. So what we're seeing, the world sees. That's what I call real news. Um, it's not where I take it back, dock my videos, do whatever I want to make it look like something that it's not.
Right.
So the American people get to see everything as we see it, which is the way it should be when you're out
Yep.
reporting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep.
Julie, would you like to share with our viewing audience this morning a little bit on the sheepdog? Do you have
Absolutely.
anything you can play here?
Yes, 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 yes. I have a short video. Let me first introduce it in the manner that um, a sheepdog is those of us that have raised our hand at some point in our past career, our past career, and said, "Yes, I will go protect the flock." The flock being any civilian, anyone that might be in harm's way. So this is going to include military veterans. It's going to include first responders, police, fire. Everybody that runs towards the flame instead of away. Okay, so this is how we define our sheepdog. So
Perfect.
here's just a little bit, and let's see. I think I have to hit share. Let me do that. There we go. Okay.
Okay, and we'll add the same.
Recognized nonprofit that exists to engage, assist, and empower our nation's veterans and first responders to get off the couch and re-engage in living active, meaningful, and productive lives. We achieve this through outdoor adventures which physically engage our nation's heroes. The Warrior Path program, which assists in transforming their struggles into strength and service opportunities that empower them to continue giving back. To find out more, go to sheepdogia.org.
Okay,
Perfect.
there's that. And
So it
then
sounds like they've got a lot of good things they're doing.
we are doing amazing things. One of the things that, so a little bit of history with Sheepdog. Master Sergeant, Tech Master Sergeant Lance Nutt was sitting at home and saw the big Katrina happen and was feeling like he needed to do something. And so he got up and he went and serviced. And he served in a couple of different wars, and his job was to take care of his men and women in order to make sure that they made it home safely, right? And in one
Right.
piece. And so he did his job to the best of his ability when he was overseas. And then when he got home and retired, he found that he was losing more people here at home due to suicide than he had overseas. And so he said, this just won't stand. And so he has put together this incredible program, and this place is called the Heroes Ranch, and it is the Sheepdog Impact Assistance. And so it started out by he would gather volunteers, veterans, and first responders that had the time, and they would go and help with folks that had limbs down from their emergency situations, right? Their disasters.
Right.
And so that continues to be a huge branch of the Sheepdog Impact Assistance. We do go out and support and respond to certain emergency situations. And then, so another arena that we assist in is going to be our outdoor adventures. Our outdoor adventures are so much fun. This is really where you get to have a blast with a bunch of fellow sheepdogs. And so the
Wow.
one I got to go on was amazing. It was at Yellowstone. I got to do the snowmobiling, and it was incredible. And at some point within that snowmobiling, I realized at like 50 something miles an hour that I did not have one thought going through my head while I was experiencing this adventure. And it was just this feeling of relief that, wow, this is so amazing. And Sheepdog took care of everything. They pay to get you there. They pay to send you home. They feed you. They house you. The food is so good. The adventures are amazing. And our guides are also sheepdog. So there are veterans and or first responders. They're not some clinical psychologist, whatever. They are people that have lived the life that we have been living as well. And so they're coming from experience. And so it's really veterans and first responders helping veterans and first responders, right?
Yeah, sounds like they're doing some
There's
amazing
nothing
stuff.
like it. There's
Yeah.
just nothing like it. And so from there, we have outdoor adventures that people can go on, sign up for. And then that then introduces us to something called Warrior Path that I've recently gone through. It's a 90-day program, 7 days on site. And in those 7 days, they teach us, I believe it's about we go through 72 hours, and I think it more than that. Anyway, a huge amount of self-regulation exercises and techniques that that we go through. And again, the guides are our peers and have been in our shoes. And
Hey, Julie, if people are interested in signing up for this, do you have anything you can share for the sign up?
absolutely. Let me get to the page and then I'm going to share it with you guys. Yes, people can sign up, donate, support our mission. And let me get right.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to pour me a cup of coffee real quick.
Good for you.
I can still hear you.
All right. Okay, everybody. Join. Here we go. Where did it go? Okay, I thought I shared it, but
Okay. Why don't you do that one more time, and I might have to add it to the screen.
okay. Let me. And then I will reshare. There we go.
Okay, there it is.
Here we go.
And I'll get this enlarged so everybody can see it.
Yeah. So the big one I really want to talk about is the warrior path. Now, that warrior path, you do not have to be a combat veteran to sign up for warrior path. If you are a veteran, if you were a first responder, you can sign up for warrior path. And it introduces us, it takes us away from the concept of post-traumatic stress disorder. I've always had a challenge with that title, right? PTSD. Well, this introduces us to something called post.
Okay, looks like your computer froze up on you. So we'll wait a second to get Julie back on the air
As
here.
opposed to PTSD.
Hey, Julie, if you can hear me, your computer's freezing up. Okay.
It froze again, didn't it?
It froze.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it did. That's all right.
Doggone it.
Anyways, it looks like they're doing some very amazing things. If you guys would
Mhm.
like to sign up, we'll go ahead and get that posted over in the comments section for you, to where you guys can check it out and sign up. And looks like they're just doing a lot of amazing things for the veterans out there and first
We really
responders.
are. And, for me, it gave me the opportunity for the first time in my life, I have what I can see as a future instead of just being in survival mode. I feel like I am finally able to thrive. And it's because of this program. And I'm just so blessed to be here right now. And so thank you for the opportunity to share this with everybody.
And
If
Julie,
you've got a veteran that's struggling, really, let's have a conversation.
yeah. And Julie, is there a phone number these people can reach out to as well, or just a website?
Let's see. We do have a phone number, I do believe. Yep, that's going to be 417-812-6035. That's four one
Perfect.
seven 812-6035.
So you guys know veterans out there in need, people that need to go through this. This would be a great opportunity for them. Get them involved, and just get it shared out there. If you guys would, with our today's broadcast, if you guys would like share us out there, hold on a second. Julie's got something else she's sharing. Just get it shared out there. Facebook has been trying to censor us,
Mhm.
and we want this message all over. Just get it out there to America.
Right. And you may have a sheepdog near you or an event near you. And some of these are virtual as well. The turkey trot, you can do virtually in your current area. And so, yeah, this is just a wonderful way to support veterans directly.
Yeah. Julie, do you know if they got anything going on out in Arizona right now?
Well, I can sure look up and find some things. I'm sure they do. If not, we're all about making it happen. So,
Yeah, I'm sure we got several Arizonians out here that would love to attend that as well.
yeah, absolutely.
And we'll get
Absolutely. We'd
them
love to
on
have you
board.
guys.
So each broadcast, guys, I keep announcing this. I'm going to announce it again today. Your News Arizona, for the families out in Mojave County, Arizona, Kingman, Golden Valley, probably within about a 50-mile range. We are this year for families in need. We're donating turkeys or ham to a family that absolutely has nothing for Thanksgiving. Um, I'd
Mm,
like to see the American people start up something kind of like what I'm doing. We're taking in donations towards people want to drop off a turkey or a ham. We're making sure families that are in need get it. Or I've got a list of phone numbers you guys can call, and the people you're calling can give you their address, and you can drop off a turkey or a ham to them. I just, this Thanksgiving is going to be rough on a lot of families out there,
yeah,
especially with their
yes, it will be.
SNAP benefits being cut in half, and
Yes,
a lot of the people that's been cut in half haven't even received a dime yet. They're just
right,
told their benefits have been cut in half. They don't even know if they're going to have them by Thanksgiving. So
right.
you guys just get involved. And if you guys want to give me a call on that as well, you can call into my studio, 928-385-4738. And just get organized and start helping your communities across the country. There's people out there that are a lot more financially set than others, that can actually get involved as well. Keep in mind, a lot of your churches, and food pantries right now are empty. And I'll
Mm,
say that again: these food pantries are empty, or
yep,
their supplies are getting drained. Um,
yes.
just the amount of people going without right now is unbelievable. So
Hmm.
I'm asking all you guys out there just to get involved, help your communities out, um, especially check in on your elderly, your people that are disabled, your veterans. Make sure no one is going without for Thanksgiving. So,
Absolutely.
um,
Absolutely. And
and
Veterans Day is Tuesday.
yes, it is.
Yep.
Well,
Yay.
I never forget Veterans Day. Veterans Day this is when my wife passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Veterans Day 2019.
Mm,
So, I'm going on 6 years since my wife passed away. My wife and I are the ones that originally started giving out turkeys and hams over 10
mm.
years ago, but we did that up in Idaho for families in need. And
Oh,
I've carried on that tradition ever since, where I'm always helping the communities wherever I'm at.
good.
Um, so I do all I can do. I'm not rich by all means, and that's why I'm asking people that heard my broadcast today. Um, if you know families that are in dire need, and I'm saying, they can't afford anything,
Mhm.
just have them reach out to us, and we're going to do all we can to help that family out.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
anyways, yeah, Julie, I love what the sheepdogs are doing. This is amazing stuff that these guys are involved in. Um,
Yep.
and I hope you guys share this out everywhere, what the sheepdogs are doing as well.
Hmm.
And I love to see more people getting involved, helping our veterans, our first responders. We've got so many people out there that are in dire need of this kind of assistance and help.
Yes, yes.
And
And I've found while the VFW and American Legion, they have their place. This is something that really is engaging and action oriented for veterans. And I mean, our motto is get off the couch, right?
right,
So we're really calling out to veterans. And so for those folks that maybe you're not involved in VFW or American Legion, maybe this could call to you in a different way, to support your local veterans, or maybe you're a veteran yourself and you want to get involved in your own local area. And if you're in the Kansas City area, I'm always looking to host some events. We're talking about doing a polar plunge, and I think that would be a lot
I
of
love
fun.
it.
Yeah. So
I've actually
it
done
does
that when
get
I lived
very,
out
it
there in
gets very
Missouri.
cold.
Yep.
Yeah, it gets very cold here in Kansas City. So that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually did a polar plunge out in Marceline, Missouri years ago when I lived in
Ooh.
Marceline, Missouri.
Okay.
And
Nice.
boy,
Nice.
talk about it. A rude awakening jumping in that ice cold water right in the middle of winter.
That will wake you up, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Well, I got dared to do it, and so I double dared them, and
Yeah.
so they added to the pot, and I just said the hell with it, and I jumped
Good.
in.
Good
But
deal. Now that's the
anyways,
thing. People do that on purpose and want to.
right. So anyway, so for my viewing audience today, we're going to be live on Q Broadcast. They've been working on getting all of our stuff over to the network for television. We're going to be in the channel lineup, and I just got notified yesterday that it looks like it's going to be um, totally integrated by next week to where when we're doing our live broadcast, our morning talk show, and everything else, it's going to be also going right over to Q Broadcast.
Great.
If you guys haven't signed up for Q Broadcast, you're getting unlimited television for $59.99 a month. If you sign up right now, they still got a short span to where if you sign up now, you're locked in for life for that price. And but after they're done doing this, it's going to go up to $69.99 a month, and you're no longer locked in for life. So if you sign up now, you guys are on board. You're definitely going to be locked in for life. There's no month-to-month contracts, which is the beauty of it. And just explain it just a little further in depth. If you guys are using it, you're paying month to month. Say you're 2 weeks into your watch viewing television, you're going to be out of town for 2 weeks. All you have to do is call in the Q broadcast, notify them, say, hey, shut it down for 2 weeks and reactivate it when I'm back. I have no need for it for right now. So when you get back from wherever you went, you just call them up, and whatever 2 weeks you had left, they'll start it back up until that 2 weeks is up, and then you just repay your bill again. So you don't lose your airtime while you're out of town, as long as you give them a call and let them know. I'll share the link here as well for Q Broadcast. If you guys are interested, check it out. And here we go.
Yeah, and I was looking that up, and it's CUE. It's
Yep.
very interesting. I love the name of it.
So up in your upper left-hand corner, or maybe your right-hand corner, depending what kind of a screen you're using, you'll see the link for Q Broadcast. You can scan the QR code, go in, check it out. That's what I've been using now for the last 3 years for all my television needs. And you guys just get on board. All the Patriot News channels are on there as well. This is a 100% Patriot-owned company, which is a big plus for me. I don't, I don't,
Mhm.
I don't. I hate to support Democrats. So when this came out, I said, "Hey, sign me up. I'm on board." I mean, that's pretty simple.
It is simple. Yeah, keep it simple, please.
Yep.
That's
And
great.
Q Broadcast is going to be with me in December out at the Turning Point event that we do out in Phoenix
Oh,
every
fun.
year.
Awesome.
And we'll be live there at the event, broadcasting as well.
Great.
So, anything else you'd like to add to today's broadcast, Julie?
Well, just that I'm looking forward to some more conversations and finally having an outlet to talk to some common sense people. And
That always
so,
helps.
it's a great day when we can finally talk to some folks that are sort of speaking our same language, right? So
Amen to that.
I appreciate the opportunity to come on and visit with you and look forward to a lot more conversations.
Yeah. And if you guys ever want to be on our broadcast show, you can reach our studio. Again, it's 928-385-4738,
Mhm.
or email me at yournewsarizona@gmail.com, and just give me your information. Say I'd like to be on your show, and we'd be happy to bring you on air with us.
Absolutely.
And one of the things we've been discussing out there with everybody, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you got something you'd like to say, call into our studio or come on air with us. And we're happy to talk to you guys. It
Mhm.
doesn't mean we have to agree with everything that you say, and you don't have to agree with us. We can agree to disagree without confrontation.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
but I'm going to leave this wide open to where everybody is entitled to be on this show.
Mhm.
As long as you can have respect and treat us with respect, and we'll do the same for you. So,
Yes, absolutely.
well, Julie, it's been an honor having you on the show today.
Thank
We're going to
you.
go ahead. I've got a lot of work I'm doing with Q Broadcast right now,
Okay.
um, and we just got so much work. We're getting over to them to be able to do all this live feed from here over to them. And I'm looking forward to having our channel out there, and we'll be right on the channel lineup for you guys on Q Broadcast. So you can
Awesome.
watch us live right on TV. And they got like the Mike Lindell channel. They got all kinds of different Patriot owned channels. Alex Jones, I think it's one of them on there. Yeah, he's on there. They've got tons of us on there. And you guys ought to just check out the broadcast. So anyway,
Very cool.
Julie, we'll be live again on Monday morning.
Okay.
I believe today is Friday. I've lost count of my days.
Well, today's Thursday. Yep, you did last
Thursday.
good
Okay,
count.
so we're actually gonna
You got
we're
one more
actually
day.
we're actually gonna be live tomorrow. So anyway, we're doing the show Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and you guys, like I said, if you like to be on the show, give us a call, email us. We'd love to bring you on as well, and just get this out there to everybody. Like us, share us, follow us out there, and just get us out there to everybody. We'd muchly
Absolutely.
appreciate it. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast today. God
Okay.
bless all you patriots out there. Appreciate you guys tuning in today, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys on the show again tomorrow. So until then, this is Jonathan Alexander reporting